If we talk on incident response budgeting, come under this, we have an important topic called the hidden three hidden costs. Okay, three hidden costs of incident response. Okay, incident response. Okay, before getting to this three hidden costs of incident response, we must see direct costs. Okay, uh, what and all are involved as a direct cost. So direct cost, actually, before getting to the three hidden costs are significant, has its own significant thing. It is an important things, three hidden costs, but we have to give concentration for these three hidden costs. But majorly the main cost for incident response is dealing with staff. You know, we have to give salary for the incident response team, we have to maintain network team, we have to maintain, IT team. So we have to give salary for them, we have to give training for them. So everything involved in this staff. Then training, actually, training also takes its own significant role in cost. We have to keep on giving training, we have to keep on giving exposure on new malwares and new attacks and all. So then tools, incident response tools. Okay, incident response tools, risk analysis tools, risk handling tools, disaster management tools. For that we have to conduct drills and all. For all these softwares we have to pay. That is also involved in the cost of incident response budgeting. Then business outage cost. Okay, business outage cost. Okay, business outage cost in the sense, if you're running a business through due to incident, business continuity has been stopped, and business continuity will be affected, branding will be affected, and all your flow will be affected. For that also you have to spend some money, you have to invest some money, you have to handle with money, you have to maintain, right? For that also we have to spend some cost. Okay, then loss of data. Okay, uh, this is the main thing, loss of data. It is very difficult to handle loss of data, but even though we have to handle, we have to gain the data, we have to recover the data. For that we have to spend a lot of money. So this also involved in incident response budgeting. Okay, then impact in stock price. Okay, this is the main thing. Okay, now if you see the news, impact in stock price. If you see the news in recent days in stock market, or it's falling down, actually, because of this corona
Yes,
fear
sir.
and other economic problems. So it is the problem for each and every organization. They need to handle it. Is the crisis time for them, they have to handle this. So if incident happened, in the sense, after incident happened, you have to communicate that with everyone, all your stakeholders. You have to intimate that to your client, you have to intimate that to your client's customer, you have to intimate that to all employers, employees, everyone. If everyone got this news, obviously we have to, already we have seen, we have to spread this in social media also. If it is spread it through social media, automatically the negative impact will be created and your stock price will come down. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
yeah, these things also involved in incident response budgeting. Okay, so now we are going to see the main thing, hidden cost. Okay, the hidden cost, which is, I mean, we have to give an vital, I mean, we have to give importance for this hidden cost. This hidden cost take vital role, because it is very difficult to handle this hidden cost. Okay, and also it is unavoidable. Okay, hidden cost, handling hidden cost is unavoidable. Okay, we have to put some effort for that. So in hidden cost, we have, first thing, the cost of false positive. Okay, cost of false positive. Okay, cost of false positive is the main one. Can anyone tell what is false positive, which we have discussed already? Can anyone tell what is false positive? What is false positive? Yeah, anyone? No idea.
Sir, it is like
Yeah.
a situation wherein a module is not like any threat, but it is defined as a threat by the system.
Okay. It is no. That you are telling about true negative.
Yeah.
False positive means
False.
Making false future false about the future.
no. Actually,
No.
false positive is the intrusion detection system detecting one entry as an intrusion. Okay, detecting one entry as a malicious, but actually it is not a malicious one. Okay, in real it is a genuine entry. Sometime malicious, sometime intrusion detection system can detect genuine entry as a malicious one. That is false positive.
As a
Okay, that
false
is the
one.
mistake
Okay.
of intrusion detection system. So if it happen due to this false positive, what will happen in the sense, they have to do lot of investigation. If intrusion detection system detects an entry as an intrusion, so the team, incident response team or the cyber security team, need to put lot of effort on investigation. They need to do all cyber forensics, and they need to do all the activity. They need to check the log, they need to do big data analytics, and lot of effort we need to put towards this. Okay, so it takes lot of manpower, it takes lot of tool. Sometimes I hope you heard about risk transformation. Okay, risk transfer is there we have studied risk transfer as a topic in risk. Risk transfer means, instead of taking risk by the organization, we are simply outsourcing. Okay, if any incident happen, some external organization or outside organization, you're simply outsourcing that. You have to pay to them, then they will take care about all your incident handling and everything. In this case, if you're dealing with false positive, in the sense they have to give a lot of effort and they will charge you more. Okay, this also include in what incident response budgeting. Okay, mostly this security, every day a lot of false positives are happened by even in good intrusion detection system. But anyway, we have to give importance for that. Okay, otherwise sometime it will predict right thing. In that time you may miss that. Okay, so you have to give importance for false positive also. Anyway, you have to put effort towards that, even if it is wrong. Okay, so this is a main important thing. So cost involved regarding false positive takes vital role. Okay, we have to spend a lot of time on that. uh, you know Alert by security scanning tool, we have to give a lot of investigation on that. Okay, then do you know what is true negative? True negative also takes important role here. True negative, as I think Akshay said, true negative is the one actually um, intrusion detection system consider as an entry as a genuine entry, but actually it is a malicious entry, allowing a bad person inside, is true negative. Okay, intrusion detection system most of the time do this also, identify a particular entry as a genuine entry and it will allow inside, but in real it is a malicious entry. That is true negative. In that case, we are not putting effort, but later on we have to pay a lot for that. Okay, later on we have to give a lot of effort on that. So this is also a bad thing. Okay, so next, the second hidden cost is the cost of trivial true positive. Okay, the cost of trivial true positive. Okay, the cost of trivial true positive. Okay, the cost of trivial plus, can anyone tell the meaning of trivial, literal meaning of trivial? What is trivial? Literal meaning of trivial.
So some importance or values.
No, less important. Trivial means less important. Trivial thing is, very less significant and very less important thing. Okay. Less important. You can consider trivial as a less important or, very minimum. We have to give minimum effort for that. Even sometimes we can leave that and we can, ignore that. In that case, it is trivial. But in incident response, we have to handle this trivial also. So trivial true positive, in the sense, true positive means it is genuine one. True positive means detecting malicious entry. I mean, intrusion detection system detecting malicious entry as a malicious entry. Okay, that is true positive. Detecting wrong entry or false entry or malicious entry as a malicious entry, that is true positive. Some cases trivial true positive means, you know normally intrusion detection systems are detecting threads, that thread is having very low impact or, very less significant thread. Okay, it is not that much important one. It will not do any bigger damage, or, it is a kind of, a simple thread. Okay, in that case, intrusion detection system, as per the formula and as per the procedure, intrusion detection system detecting that as a malicious entry. But we have to give lot of effort behind that. We have to spend manpower, we have to buy tool, and we have to do lot of activity towards that. Finally we came to know that is a trivial one, less significant thread, or, minimum thread. Even if it do some damage, it cost around $10. In the sense, the cost to detect that is actually funded around $50. If it is the case, it is not a good thing, based on the business perspective, right? Example is detecting 10-year-old thread. Okay, mostly OS itself is not vulnerable for that kind of threats. 10-year-old thread, 15-year-old thread, intrusion detection system detecting that as a malicious one. But even if we allow inside that, that will not do anything. Even operating system can simply uh, stay away from that. But even though we have to put lot of effort to identify whether it is a trivial or not, to identify whether it is a trivial or not, we have to spend lot of time, and we have to put lot of effort, we have to spend lot of money. So this also involved in this cost of incident, hidden cost of incident response budgeting. Okay, so the third thing is, the cost of discovery dwell time. Okay, cost of discovery dwell time. Okay, cost of discovery dwell time. Can anyone tell the definition for dwell time? Dwell time, what is dwell time? Anyone? What is dwell time? No idea.
Best of their own kind.
Best of their own kind. Actually, no. Actually, dwell time has its own significant definition. It is cybersecurity term. Yes. Yes. What is dwell time? Okay. Actually, dwell time is the time between, dwell time is the period between time of the attack or breach and time of the detection. Okay, time between the attack and time of detection. Got the point? Time between attack time between attack and detection. Time between attack and detection, actually a dwell time. Okay, mostly sometime when we came to know an attack happened. When we came to know an attack happened, can anyone tell? When we came to know there is an attack, yes?
After scanning the network.
Yeah, once we detected, right? So sometime attack happened, but even after attack happened, even after few hours, nobody realized that some attack happened. Okay, that is very bad situation. We have to detect the attack as soon as possible. The dwell time is the time between attack and the detection. Okay, during this time is significant. During the, I mean, the time between attack and the detection takes significant role, because during that time only the intruder or the hacker doing all the activity with your system. Got the point? So that is very significant time. Okay, so we have to handle that dwell time. Okay, each minute in the dwell time is more important, because during that time they are stealing all your information, they are creating all the damages to your system, they're creating all the negative things to your organization and your network, your server, and all your information asset will going to loss during that time. So you have to detect as soon as possible. That's why you have to that's why we are having cyber security incident response team and cyber security uh, professionals. Okay, so each minute is important. During that time they can able to do they can able to perform they can able to perform um, they can able to perform, I mean, hackers are the persons, they can able to perform reconnaissance. Okay, it means, it is a type of computer attack. In this, during this time, during this dwell time, attackers keep on spending time with your system and keep on damaging your information asset or stealing your information asset and doing all the damage activities. Okay, so we have to stay away from this, and we have to spend budget for this also. Then encrypt data. Okay, they can encrypt your data. During this time they can encrypt your data also, like ransomware. Okay, once they got into the system, they can encrypt your data. After that they can ask money from you for and all, like ransomware and all. I hope you already know about ransomware, how it works. Okay, then exfiltrate data. Exfiltrate data, I mean, getting all your significant and sensitive data and using that data against your organization, or making money by that. Okay, and vandalize the network. Vandalize the network. Okay, this also they can do during this dwell time. Okay, vandalize the see, some noise is happening. Who is that student or something? If you're making noise, please make mute. Okay. So vandalize the network is damaging the entire network. Okay, damaging the entire network and creating trouble for your organization. That maybe if the person is your competitor, based on vandalizing your network, they can get profit, they can get more customers, and they can get more clients. Okay, so these are all the three hidden costs in incident response budgeting. So these are all the things involved in incident response budgeting. Then next, I mean, in the same topic, we are going to see strategies to overcome this hidden cost. How to overcome or how to reduce this hidden cost. Okay, as an organization that is always seeing, that is always seeing the organization or business in a business perspective. Okay, as a management guys, employers are always looking profit. Okay, so we have to calculate this budgeting, and we have to give this budgeting to the managers, then only they will take decisions. Okay, say for example, you are if an incident is happening, due to that incident, your organization is going to lose $500, say for example, but to avoid that, you're going to spend $3,000. Okay, is it advisable? It is not advisable. Okay, in business,
No, sir.
yeah, in business perspective, it is not advisable. It is very bad decision. As a technical person or as a cyber security professional, you need that. But as a business person, they simply refuse that. Okay, so these are all the strategies. Okay, they have to follow management. Okay, so strategies to overcome these hidden costs. Okay, strategies to overcome these hidden costs. Okay, so strategies, in a sense, 60% of the financial organization receives you know see the number, how much, 1 lakh. Okay, 60% of the financial organizations are receiving 1 lakh, 1 lakh false positives, 1 lakh false positives per day. Okay, financial organization, 60% of the financial organizations receives 60% of the financial organizations receives 1 lakh false positives per day. Okay, it is very difficult to handle, right? Just think about how many efforts we need to put towards that. Okay, it is the financial organizations are dealing with money, so it can't ignore even one false positive. They have to put effort for each and every false positive. They have to spend their money, they have to spend their effort, they have to spend their manpower, everything for each and every false positive. Just think about 60% of the financial organizations are getting 1 lakh false positive per day. Okay, through that intrusion detection system. So just think about the amount of effort they have to put towards this. Okay, and 1/5, if 5 if intrusion detection system detects 5 entries as an intrusion, uh, one must be false positive. Okay, this is an average thing. Sometime all 5 may be false positive, and even it is false positive, we have to give effort. If it is true positive also, we have to give more effort. The effort we are putting towards false positive is 50%, but effort we are giving towards true positive is 100%. We have to take care about intrusion detection system, and we have to recover. If it is true positive, that is an incident, right? If it is false positive, that is not an incident, that is false detection. If it is a true positive, that is an incident. So the cybersecurity team need to give a lot of effort towards that. Okay, so for that also it need to spend a lot of manpower, and all. That's why the cybersecurity team is there in each and every organization, even I mean, and financial organization, it is taking vital role. Okay, financial organizations, frauds are happening in financial organization only. All the hackers and attackers are look into financial organizations only. Mostly the persons those who are getting financial benefit, the hackers in hackers community, most of the percentage is actually working for getting financial benefits. Black hackers intention is getting financial benefit only. Okay, so that's why organization need to put a lot of effort towards this. So how to overcome this? To overcome this, the solution is reduce reduce false positive and reduce false positive and true negative. Okay, they have to reduce false positive and true negative. Okay, how to reduce false positive and true negative? Can anyone tell? Based on the behavior analysis. Based on the behavior analysis, we can reduce significantly. Anyway, we can't eradicate completely, but based on the behavior analysis, we can overcome that. Behavior analysis means, our spending behavior. Based on our behavior, we can able to detect how much we are going to spend in next month, how much we are going to spend in next week. We can able to see that, right? Okay, so in that way it is working. Okay, so that's all about incident response budgeting. Okay, see you guys, we will see in next class. Okay, I'm going to end the meeting. Okay, see you, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Hi, sir. Take care.
okay,
Thank you,
okay.
sir.
So
Take care, sir.
be safe, all of you. Be safe.
Sir, you too.
Take care about
Don't go out.
You too, sir.
Sure.
Don't
You
go
too,
out.
sir.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
sir.
Thanks.
Rohit is telling don't go out.
Thanks.
Don't go out.
See you guys.
Okay, sir.
I'm going to end meeting. Okay.
Take care.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.